Okay, so I'm on here quick, just to share a thought with you. I was traveling in the town the other day, and I overheard two young ladies having a discussion. And based on what they were saying, I wanted to stop just to say something, but something just saying wasn't the right time. But I just want to say something. Don't stay there and die. Let me repeat. Don't stay there and die. It's time for a mental reset. Many a time, we as people, we tend to be trapped in a mental prison, and we allow things, situation, relationship, even a job, to get the better of us. Not understanding that to know oneself, to know your true worth, that's the beginning of wisdom. And remember that we are all individual, specially created, separate. We have our different purposes. We were sent here. The Bible said there's a time for everything. And whilst you were sent here for a time, He said, my plan is to prosper you. So why we allow ourselves to be mentally trapped? Why we allow ourselves to be boxed in by people's idea of us? Be boxed in by the things that people say of us. I told somebody the other day, don't be afraid to do a mental reset. The question you have to ask yourself, who am I? No, it's not what you want me to be, but who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? And you have to close out everything. Close your eyes and just imagine yourself in a room all by yourself. Just a big desk in front of you. To the left of that desk, I want you to create a bin, a rubbish bin to the left of that desk. And on top of that desk, I want you to first place your circle on that desk. People around you, your job, relationships, situation, everything. Place it on that desk. Then I want you to place beside that a scale. Then beside that scale, I want you to place a calculator. Then a clean book, brand new book to the right of that. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to analyze your circle. You're going to use the scale to weigh your friends. And if the weight that they carry is not enough to bring you to your destination, put it in the bin. If the advice that they're giving you is not helping you to be a better you, put it in that bin. If the relationship that you are in is pulling you further away from your destiny, is pulling you further away from who you want to be, where you see yourself, your future goal, put it in the bin. There are some people that place themselves in your circle to benefit from the idea of you. But what about me? Who am I? There are some people, even when you're dying, they don't really care as long as your presence benefits them. They're good. Put that in the bin. Now there are some jobs that you have that you are afraid of losing even when it's killing you. You're afraid to step out by faith and say, you know what? I can do better. I can be better. Put it in that bin. We have some friends around us that will just listen, and will never give a good advice. And they're like snake, they will listen to your story with one end, and then the other end they bring it to somebody else and say, then you don't know, say. Put that in the bin. We oftentimes allow things and people to weigh us down, and we drown in our sorrows just because of pleasing people, pleasing a situation, or we don't want to hurt somebody. But who am I? What's my purpose? You have to know, weigh all of that. Then you're going to use that calculator, and you're going to calculate and see the value of your circle. You're going to calculate and see the value of that thing. You're going to calculate and see, what am I being in this position for? How is it benefiting me? Is this enough to take me to where I want to be mentally? Is this a vehicle that will drive me to my destiny, or it will pull me back? What about me? Who am I? What's my purpose? Are you going to stay in a situation that is pulling you down and die? Or are you going to find out who you are? What's your purpose? What you're here for? No, life can't be so unfair where it is all about you pleasing people, you showing up on time, doing your best, and at the end, your reward is just enough to survive. There's much more than this. You see, each and every one of us, we have greatness in us. We have high value and standard that they are hidden, pain, sorrow, wrong decision. And sometimes we make choices that if we get the chance to know our value, we wouldn't make. If we get the chance to know our worth, trust me, there are some situations that we got caught up in that we wouldn't, none at all. But who am I? What's best for me? Who is best for me? Where is best for me? You have to weigh your tears. You have to weigh your sorrow. And you have to try to find out if this is enough weight. Is this weight pulling me back from my destiny, or is it pulling me forward? Always remember that there's a bin to your left. Always remember that to your extreme right, there is a book that can rewrite your destiny. Situation will allow you to think that you are not in control of your mind. But don't be afraid to put everybody else on a day off. Have a me time. Have a my time day. Do a mental reset. Where am I now? Is it benefiting my interests? Is it robbing my joy? Is it robbing my peace? My circle, is it pulling me back from my destiny? Or is it helping me to be a better me? No, you have to do a mental reset. Don't stay there and die. There's so much greatness that we have trapped inside of us. And we will never know how productive we can be, how successful we can be, how happy we can be. You know, how goal-oriented we are and can move towards our goal if we just go back in here. Your purpose is there, but you're trapped by the naysayers. Your purpose is there, but you're trapped by a relationship that God did not send for you, but because you attach yourself to that, it's killing your destiny. God did not send some friends in your circle, but you attach yourself to that circle. So it's killing your destiny. You see, sometimes we allow our own self to be our own mountain. That is why sometimes when we pray and we say, God, move my mountain, it's hard to be removed because God said your mountain is you. Why? Because the decision that we make, the things we allow ourselves to suffer because of, what about me? Is it that when I'm old and I'm facing my last days, I want to live my life and die with regrets I could have, I would have, I should have? Or you're going to make this day be the day that you say, I won't sit in this situation and die. I won't stay here and die. I won't stay in this position and die. I won't stay in this relationship and die. I won't stay in this workplace and die. I won't stay in this environment and die. Even the circle that I thought it was good for me, I won't stay in this circle and die. Are you going to do a mental reset? Find your value, find your worth. Always remember that there is a new book to decide. Rewrite your destiny, man. It is in you. It is in you. The thing is, always remember that when you have value on yourself, you are going to find people that are going to dig for purpose, dig for reason to prove that you have no value. They will not cheer you on, so don't get this twisted. Don't get, heartache over the fact that people will say, that they will say. But who am I? What about me? What do I deserve? Let me tell you something, there are people in this world that if you said you have high standard, they will go to the ends of this world to prove that what you're saying is wrong. They will not cheer you on. If you say, I want to be set aside, they will find every reason to say, you're just like us. If you say you want to be the agent of change, they will find every reason to say, no, you're not. But guess what? You're born alone and you will die alone. But is it that during your birth and your death, you're just existing and not living? Is it that you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years on earth, you just exist? Start living. Don't be afraid to do a mental reset. Don't stay there and die. Bless.